Welcome to the future with Ginsbourg.co.il. In this new age of AI, creativity knows no bounds. Imagine computers crafting stunning writings, mesmerizing pictures, and captivating music. Even videos that tell stories like never before. Join us as we explore this fascinating world of artificial intelligence. Get ready to be inspired and amazed by what technology can create.
Introducing generative artificial intelligence. Generative AI is the type of artificial intelligence most people encounter online today. Unlike traditional AI, which simply recognizes patterns or makes decisions, generative AI creates new content like text, images, or music based on what it has learned from vast amounts of data. Tools like ChatGPT, DALL, and Google Gemini are common examples. When you ask a chatbot a question or use an AI to generate an image, you're interacting with this technology. It works by predicting what comes next, much like assembling a puzzle from pieces of information, offering results that can seem surprisingly complete, though they aren't always accurate. Generative AI is like assembling a jigsaw puzzle. When you prompt ChatGPT or any generative AI, the software works behind the scenes like someone assembling a jigsaw puzzle. It searches through vast amounts of data, matching patterns and linking pieces of information to build a coherent response. The result may look like a complete picture, but it's not always accurate or reliable, just a best guess based on what it has seen before. This process happens quickly and often seems seamless, making it easy to forget that the picture is not created from understanding, but from carefully arranged fragments. How generative AI predicts the next token. Generative AI creates new content piece by piece or token by token, whether it's writing an essay, generating an image, composing music, or writing code. This process can be compared to an extremely complex autocomplete function. Instead of understanding concepts or possessing consciousness, these systems rely purely on mathematical and statistical probabilities. When prompted, the AI analyzes the input and then calculates the most statistically probable next token based on the vast patterns and relationships it has observed during its training on massive datasets. It then adds that token and recalculates for the next, continuing this iterative process until the output is complete. Despite producing seemingly intelligent and coherent outputs, these systems don't understand what they're creating in a human sense. They simply predict what should come next based on the statistical likelihood of sequences. What is a token in generative AI? Tokens are the fundamental building blocks that generative AI works with, the smallest units it processes when creating content. Different types of content use different kinds of tokens. Text tokens. Words or subwords like plus likely or plus consider. Visual tokens. Patches or groups of pixels that form visual elements. Audio tokens. Sound segments, frequencies, or spectrogram slices. Tokenization, breaking data into tokens. Raw input. Original data, text, image, audio, enters the system. Tokenization process. Data is split into discrete units according to tokenization rules. Token sequence. Series of numerical IDs representing the original data. Tokenization transforms complex, continuous data into manageable chunks that the AI can process efficiently. The specific tokenization method varies by media type. GPT models might use subword tokenization for text, while image generators like DALL split images into spatial patches. Predicting the next token, a mathematical process. Input processing. AI processes the sequence of tokens it has received so far. Probability calculation. Model computes likelihood scores for every possible next token in its vocabulary, often 50,000 plus possibilities. Token selection. AI selects the next token based on these probabilities, either choosing the most likely option or sampling from the distribution. This process is entirely mathematical. The AI has no conceptual understanding of what it's creating, only statistical patterns of what typically follows what. How AI learns token patterns. Before an AI can predict tokens, it must learn the statistical patterns that govern them. This happens during the training process. AI is exposed to billions or trillions of tokens from diverse sources. It attempts to predict each token based on previous ones. When it makes mistakes, it adjusts its internal parameters. Over time, it becomes better at capturing statistical relationships. Importantly, the AI doesn't learn concepts, meanings, or semantics, only which tokens tend to follow others in different contexts. Same process across different media types. Code generation predicts the next programming token, variable names, functions, syntax elements based on code context and patterns. Text generation predicts the next word or subword token from vocabulary of 50,000 plus possibilities by analyzing context. Image generation predicts the next visual token, patches of pixels that gradually form a complete image when assembled. Despite the different media types, the core process remains identical: calculate probabilities and select the next token. Example: generating a sentence versus a landscape image. Text generation example. Input: the mountains are next token, probabilities beautiful, 0.65, tall, 0.15, covered, 0.12, visible, 0.05, other words, 0.03. AI selects beautiful. The AI doesn't understand beauty or mountains, it just knows these tokens frequently appear together in its training data. Image generation example. For landscape images, the AI predicts pixel patterns that commonly appear in mountain scenes, without any concept of what mountains actually are. Summary: calculation without comprehension. Pure mathematics. AI generates content through statistical calculations, not understanding. Token by token. All generation happens one piece at a time, building complex outputs from simple predictions. Universal process. Same token prediction method works for text, images, video, code, music, and more. Pattern recognition. AI learns statistical patterns, not meaning, concepts, or purpose behind the content. While generative AI produces remarkable outputs across media types, it's important to remember that the underlying process is mathematical prediction, not comprehension. The AI doesn't understand what it creates, it simply calculates what should come next based on learned patterns.
So, you want to ensure your website can handle the world? Introducing Ginsbourg.co.il, your go-to for AI-powered performance and load testing. We harness the power of open-source tools like Apache JMeter and K6. Step 1. Analyze your current performance metrics. Step 2. Simulate real-world traffic to identify bottlenecks. Step 3. Optimize and scale with confidence. With Ginsbourg, you're not just testing, you're future-proofing your site. Ready to elevate your performance? Visit Ginsbourg.co.il today.